Hi, it's Disney Girl here to update you on all of the latest information about Tower Challenge number 4 in the Disney's Magic Kingdoms game. So Disney Magic Kingdoms just released 3 new images to us about the upcoming Tower Challenge. So they have shown us Chapter 1, which is obviously going to be Lilo and Stitch, Chapter 2, which is going to be The Incredibles, and Chapter 3, which is going to be Mulan. So this tells us these characters that they are featuring are going to be the featured collections in the upcoming Tower Challenge. Now, we did have a pretty good guess that Mulan was going to be in there, as well as Lilo and Stitch, and then there were a lot of rumors about The Incredibles coming back to do the Tower Challenge, so that has now been confirmed. So I am really excited about this. I am going to show you guys my character levels and stuff like that and talk to you about which sort of groups you now should be updating in terms of characters and which ones will be the most important. I think by the showing here, I think obviously Nani is going to be one of those featured characters, Elastigirl is going to be, and then Mulan. So hopefully these images are accurate with that. So Disney Magic Kingdoms also just released a 4th image. Now this isn't anything to do with the Tower Challenge, but it is free gems and a free decoration. So the free decoration is the newest decoration, which is a billboard, which actually is featured in the Disney's Magic Kingdoms park. So that is super duper cool. So make sure you guys log into your game, check your calendar, and then close it, and then I believe the gift should appear right there. So I'm very excited about that, and that was because Instagram got over 20,000 likes on the photo. So thank you everybody for doing that and contributing to it. I mean, I was one of them, so thank you to me too. But yeah, so thank you for helping the community out to get these awesome new rewards. All right, so let's talk about the characters a little bit more in depth for the Tower Challenge. So we are going to start with the Incredibles collection. So first of all, I have Frozone leveling up right now to a level 9. I think that is going to be pretty useful. Elastigirl, I believe, is going to a 9 as well. Dash is at a 10. Jack's at an 8. I don't have Mr. Incredible or Violet just yet. Yeah, so Elastigirl is at an 8 right now. So I need to collect some more Ears Hat for her to get her to a 9. So that is, I don't know, it'll be touch and go whether she makes it before the Tower Challenge, but we don't know the exact date of the start of the Tower Challenge, but we do know it is going to be in the next couple of days for sure. So here is the Mulan collection. We know that Cricky is going to be the featured character, just like the mayor in Tower Challenge number 3. So he is going to be a new character in the kingdom, never released before, and the first time you are going to be able to try and collect for him is during this Tower Challenge. I don't have any of the Mulan characters, so I'm at a disadvantage in Chapter 3. However, Chapter 1, I'm at a huge advantage. Why? Because all of my Lilo and Stitch characters are maxed out at a 10. I worked very hard at this like a couple months ago to make sure that I got all my Lilo and Stitch characters maxed out because I knew they were going to be useful in an upcoming Tower Challenge. So I did the work, and now I am very happy about that, especially because I don't have any of the Mulan characters. So this will really help me in Chapter 1. I should have a very strong start to the Tower Challenge. Now, if you guys are new to the Tower Challenge, this is what the Tower Challenge looks like. So I just showed you an image of the actual tower itself. When you click it, you get this image right here. So this shows you all of the different collections that you are going to be able to use. And then when you click choose, it allows you to choose the characters that they offer there. So the more characters you have from your main storyline collection maxed out, the better. So in this particular showing, it was Tangled, Toy Story, and Wally. So I was pretty lucky and have my characters pretty high for that. Now, however, those ones are all maxed out. The only one that I don't have maxed out right now is Toy Alien in terms of the Toy Story collection. But otherwise, I'm good. Like, I believe my mother Gothel is even at a 10, so not that she's usually used because she's a villain, but sometimes I do use villains as shown in Tower Challenge 3. Now, Wally is maxed out as well, so I'm pretty good with the main storyline. I think the only thing is, though, is that I don't have Merryweather from Sleeping Beauty collection, so that isn't going to be great, but I have all the other characters maxed out at a 10. Zootopia I'm still working on, so if they offer that, at least Judy is at a 10, so I can just use my refresh tokens for her. Now, if you're not sure what a refresh token is, if you look at the bottom of the screen, there is a little hot chocolate cup with little cookies. That is your refresh token. It refreshes once every day, so you can refresh all of your characters. Otherwise, you have to collect these refresh tokens and give them to your characters after you use them once. So, usually Tinkerbell is useful for that. However, they did change in the last Tower Challenge which characters were able to collect those hot chocolates. Now, Daisy was one of the featured characters once. There's a couple of characters, but it will change though, probably this Tower Challenge again. But Tinkerbell, that is a really important one to make sure that you have maxed out if you're a newer player, because she is a very, very high possibility to be one of those characters. So guys, make sure that you have your main storyline characters maxed out, especially Mickey and Friends. If nothing else, Mickey and Friends. Now, Cinderella, that is going to be interesting. I don't know if they're going to allow us to use the new characters. I hope not, just because I don't think anybody has them maxed out at a 10. If you do, you can let me know in the comments below, but I highly doubt that very many of us will have those newer characters maxed out, or even at a 5 at this point. Now, the featured collection, now this particular Tower Challenge, as I'm showing in this image here, is actually the featured collection. The first slot there is actually blocked off. Now, we had to actually unlock it by doing a whole bunch of these and unlocking the storyline quests in order to unlock it. But you were able to use a featured character. I don't think it is going to be the same as Tower Challenge 3, guys. I think we're going to go back to the old initial Tower Challenge style. So in Tower Challenge 1 and 2, we saw a lot of it where we were able to use those featured collection characters, and then we had the one featured character. Now, that one featured character, guys, is the exception to the refresh token. You do not need a refresh token for that character. They are just good the whole time, but they are limited time event characters, so I am guessing Tower Challenge Chapter 1 is going to be Nani, and she is going to be the person that doesn't need a refresh token. And so if you guys only have her, because you only did a little bit of the event or opened a legendary chest and got her because she was a common or uncommon item, I think she is, then you know what, guys? Just work on getting her as high as you can, because you know she's going to be useful. She was shown in the image. No matter what, we know that. Elastigirl is another one from The Incredibles, so like, for example, I'm going to be working on that. I did want to save the welcome screen. That's why I didn't work on getting her to a 10, was because I wanted to save the welcome screen when I got her Elastigirl costume, because right now she only has her Mrs. Incredible costume, but I might have to just miss the new welcome screen. I may not have a choice. I might just have to wait until the game actually officially offers that welcome screen featured button, which we really, really want in the game, but it's not here yet. So I might just have to give up on Elastigirl's new welcome screen. Now, if you guys are wondering about currency, there is event currency, like similar to the limited time events. However, it's a little bit harder to get. Now, you get it from sending out your characters every 2 hours, so make sure you guys set your alarms, especially at the beginning of each chapter. You want to have sort of a strong start with things, and depending on how much you have from the chapter, you will need to work extra hard depending, again, on how much you have. If you don't have like a lot of characters, you're gonna have to work hard. If you have a lot of them, you may not have to, but if you're in a situation like me where you have a full collection, like let's say maxed out, and then you have nothing of another collection, so like I have all the Lilo and Stitch, none of the Mulan. Well, you know what? I'm going to work super duper hard in Chapter 1 to try and get as much currency as I can out of it, and that way it'll help me get Cricky for sure, and allow me to purchase the Mulan characters and attraction that will be featured, and I'll show you an image a little bit later on in the video about that. Now, another way to get currency, around your kingdom every 4 hours you will be able to tap your attractions. So you can tap your attractions a couple of times. Each chapter goes up the amount of times you can actually tap it, but it is pretty awesome. because you can tap your attraction and get a minimal amount of currency. It's not great, but the attractions look super duper 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 cool. Honestly, guys, amazing. Love it, love it, love it. And I love taking screenshots of my attractions and stuff like that. I might even post them on Instagram and even on my blog. I haven't done much on my blog lately, but I think I definitely will be posting the attractions, maybe cursed and then uncursed, so you guys can see a whole bunch of attractions that way. Now, there is something else, guys, that was, I guess, offered, so hopefully it'll be offered again, but is expected to be available again, is the magical chest. So here is, I'm basically just showing you guys an old clip here of me opening some magical chests, so showing some of the stuff that you can actually collect in them. So you could collect everything from character tokens to concessions to happiness, magic, and characters. You could collect pretty much anything in this. So in this one, there was a whole bunch of collections featured. There was Aladdin, there was The Nightmare Before Christmas, and there was Alice in Wonderland, I believe. So there was a lot of stuff, and I remember I got so much out of those chests. So much. It was fantastic. I had loads of fun opening all those magical chests. And guys, they are a lot cheaper than the legendary, so in a lot of ways, this is the way to go. Now, the only exception I would say would be probably the Snow White collection, because Grumpy is never gonna ever show up for whatever reason in magical chests. They have some weird thing with Grumpy that you have to work so hard to get him, it's almost unfair. So, anyways, leaving that aside, we won't go on a Grumpy rant at the moment. Get it? Grumpy rant. Okay. Anyways, we'll go back to the screen here, showing the tower challenge. So when you collect the rewards, it will actually, or before you just collect the rewards, it will show you the point rewards that you can get. Those points actually tally up, and they will give you exclusive decorations and concessions throughout the tower challenge. Also, it does allow you to get a huge amount of currency. So those point rewards will vary in height depending on the level of your character. So it could range anywhere from like 200 points to like over 1,000 points, as you can see here where it says points reward. So it can really vary. Now this particular shot that I have here, I did particularly well because I had my characters at a 10, as you can see. So that was really useful. So again, the higher you have, the better. Okay, so there's also leaderboards that you can participate in that will give you Maleficent's horn stand. Now that is a super cool and exclusive concession, and if you guys don't have it, it definitely is worth getting. Even if you trade it for elixirs, I believe it's like 400 or 500 elixirs. It's something very high. So I love the Maleficent concession that I have. I've ranked number 1 on that leaderboard before. A lot of hard work, but definitely worth it. Now, the big place where if you want the cricket from the Mulan collection, which is the featured brand new character in this tower challenge, you are going to need to go to the event shop, and this is where your event currency mostly comes into play, or your tower challenge currency is right here. So this particular shot is of the mayor from The Nightmare Before Christmas, which was the featured character again in Tower Challenge number 3. So you can see how many character tokens we need to collect for him. We needed 30 of his mega horns, we needed 30 of his mayor badge, and we needed 30 of his ears hats. And so each chapter, the price went up of each of the items. So chapter 150 wasn't too bad. I think it went to like 350 and then 500. So it was a lot. Now, I was able to get the mayor and I was totally fine, but again, like, you also too will have the opportunity to collect limited time event attractions and characters. There will be one featured. Now it's usually more of a common or like starter item, so usually it's like one of the first attractions and characters available in a limited time event. But anyways, you had the opportunity in this particular tower challenge. You had the possibility to collect Jack Skellington and Jack's house, which was really great. And then chapter 2, it featured another collection, so it was Aladdin, and I were able to get like the magic lamp or whatever it was, and then Aladdin himself, and then chapter 3 was Alice in Wonderland, and you could collect the Mad Hatter, and then I forget what attraction it was, but you can go through my Tower Challenge videos if you want. Now, I have done Tower Challenge, like, in depth, like, what is a Tower Challenge, how to go about doing it. Like, I'm basically skimming over this pretty lightly right now, so if you are a new player, I highly recommend going and watching those videos. I do have a playlist on my main channel page that you guys can just go ahead and check some of those videos out. Also too, like, often during my gameplay videos, I talk a lot about how to sort of tackle those things. And you guys probably know that just from watching my regular gameplay style. I do talk and show a lot of that kind of stuff. So again, going back and just reviewing this sort of stuff is even useful because the Tower Challenges have changed a little bit over time, and they could even change a little bit more this time. But this is sort of the general idea of the Tower Challenge and sort of how to handle it. So hopefully you guys have found this video helpful. If there's any questions that you guys have, you can let me know in the comments below, and I'll try and get back to you guys as soon as possible. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell for post notifications, because trust me, there is going to be lots to do in this upcoming Tower Challenge if you want that featured character, and I will walk you through every step of the way because I guarantee you I am going to be getting it. So you don't even have to worry, I'm going to work very hard. So if you guys just follow along with me, I guarantee you that you will collect the featured character and everything that goes along with it. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you give this video a big Mickey thumbs up, and we will see you guys for the next video. Bye!